Hey, hey, hey. What's up, peeps? What's up, peeps? What's up, people? Happy Monday. Happy Money Motivational Monday. Hey, 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 I am running late. I am late to the party, late to the party. So I may or may not get any on tonight, but that's okay. If you happen to catch me live, definitely say, hey, girl, hey, let me know that you're out there. Let me know how your day has been, how your Monday has been. Let me know how your weekend was, honey, because this is Monday Money Motivation. And it is time for me to give you a little bit of information about your money, honey, how to make more money, how to save more money, and how to protect your money. Yes, yes, and yes. I am your money motivator and your financial educator. So, prayerfully, I am live. I'm going to see if I'm live on my other device here. So, hold one momento. I'll be right back. Let's see. Am I live? Am I live? Am I live on the book? Yep, I am live on the book. So go ahead and share the video out, honey, with your family and your friends. Let them know that I am live on the book. And if you happen to catch this on the replay, which, yeah, lots of people catch it on the replay because I am on fairly late, definitely do a hashtag replay, okay? Not sure what's going on with my lighting. Do a hashtag replay. Let me know that you came through so I can come back and thank you for watching the replay because that is just as important. Okay, so I'm going to share it with my business page. My business is Triple M Money Management Matters, and where I am a financial coach and a life insurance professional. So I educate women on how to make more money, save more money, and most importantly, honey, protect the money. Okay. And we're protecting our money and our income with what? Life insurance. That's right. I'm a life insurance professional. So I educate on how to make sure that you have the sufficient amount of life insurance in your financial plan. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with my lighting. Hopefully, y'all can see me. It looked good when I checked it on the other platform. So, happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday and happy November. Oh, my goodness. I think the last time I talked to y'all, it was October, which was last Monday. So we are in November, honey. We are in the home stretch of ending 2025. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. It's just like we done blinked our eye and it felt like it was just January 1st. The other week. Right. So, honey, we in the 11th month, we're in the 11th hour. So it is time what? To get focused. Okay, it's time to get focused. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight is being focused. Okay, what's the meaning of focus? When you think about the word focus, what do you think about? Well, for me, I think about I am straightforward. Okay. I'm not looking to the left. I'm not looking to the right. I am focused right here on this thing that is right in front of me. And in order to focus, in order to know what it is that you want to focus on, it's that thing that you want to pay particular attention to. Okay. It's something that you give your attention to, that you intentionally make a priority in your life. It's something that you want to definitely give time to, right? So it's time to get focused. And since I am your financial coach, your money motivator, and your financial educator, honey, I'm here to tell you, let's get focused on our money now. Okay, we're going into the holidays, and a lot of times the holidays we'll get our whole money plan or our budget out of whack, okay? Out of budget, okay? Because we want to shop, we want to give, we want to do all the things. We want to decorate, right? We want to go out to eat, we want to go to the parties, we want to get dressed up. We just want to do it all, and that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that because I love it. This is my favorite time of the year. Y'all know the song is your favorite. Oh, I ain't even gonna sing because I don't even know the words. Anyway, it's my favorite time of the year. Okay. So I already know that it takes money. It takes a lot of money, sometimes more money than we want to spend because we want to make it a grand time. We want to end the year with a bang. We want to end the year with our families having everything that they want, our children having all the toys and the presents and the things that they want for Christmas. And I know I've been there, I've done all that. I've done all that. But what I have found and what I learned was if you don't plan for it, if you don't set yourself on a budget or set yourself on a specific certain amount of dollars that you're going to spend during the holidays, if you don't do that, then you're going to be in a financial issue, a financial challenge come the start of the new year. So that's why I say, let's get focused now. Let's go ahead and set some parameters now. Let's go ahead and say, okay, I am going to sit down with my money. I am going to figure out what we are and what we're not going to do, what we are going to spend, what we ain't going to spend. And I want to have a plan as we go into the holidays. Now, me as a financial coach, I want to help you get there. I want to help you do that. And as we're preparing to go into the new year of 2026, I want you to have on your mind now what you're going to do in the new year. Don't wait to January because January is the time where everybody and their mama doing it. And we already know if we start and wait to January, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to do the things that we have set out to do. Whereas if you go ahead and plan it early, if you plan it in a different month before the new year, then you already kind of geared up. You already kind of got it in your mind that come January, I already got this set. I already got something in place. I already got a plan for what I'm going to do. I already started. Saving additional money. I already started planning for Christmas next year, right? So, we gotta focus. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. So thank y'all for coming in. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Michelle H over here on TT is joining. Thank you for the love and the likes that you are giving me in the on the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now y'all know as y'all come in over on TT, go ahead and grab that heart me if you can. Say hello in the comments. Thank you so much, and go ahead and share the video out. If y'all haven't shared the video, go ahead and share it out and give it a power share. Share that with your network, with your friends, and then tap that screen now. Tap that screen. Thank you so much, Michelle, for tapping the screen, giving me love, because as they say, tapping is clapping. And let's connect. If we are not already connected, definitely let's connect. Let's stay friends. Let's become friends. So you can go ahead and get all this money motivation that I share over here on my page. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, tonight we're going to talk about staying focused. Now, I wanted to give you a definition of focus, and a lot of us already know what the definition is, but I wanted to really drill down into this because for the next few weeks of November, I'm going to be offering you some very focused financial education. Okay, I want to share with you all what exactly I provide in my coaching program, which is the next cohort is going to be starting up in January of 2026. Okay. And y'all know that's right around the corner. That's right around the corner. So we got to go ahead and get focused on it right now. Go ahead and get into the class so that you will be prepared. You already have your money, your mindset on having a better financial year for 2026, right? Thank you for joining Wheels. Thank you for joining Wheels BOS. Thank you so much. I see y'all coming in over here on TT. Thank you, Ralph Lynn. Thank you so much. Purpose in Power. I appreciate you joining. So we're going to talk about focus. I want y'all to get focused. Now, my financial coaching program is ironically, not really ironically, but in case y'all didn't know, it's what the Lord gave me is focus. It's the financial focus framework. Okay. So I have created me and the Lord. Okay. Because if I didn't tell y'all, let me just back it up, rewind. As part of my business mission, I am a biblically based company, a biblically based organization, a biblically based ministry. Okay. So when I talk about money, when I talk about financial planning, when I talk about financial education, when I talk about money motivation, this is the motivation from God. Okay. This is the motivation from the Bible. Because, matter of fact, I also have a free gift that I'm going to be offering this month. Another free gift, another ebook that I've created that is money affirmations that's going to help you manifest money and increase your money inspiration and money motivation. Okay. Because I tell you, the way that you think about money, the way that you speak about your financial situation, is very much affects what's really going on in your financial situation. Okay. So the focus framework, I'm going to be sharing with you all for the whole month of November, not only money affirmations, more money motivation, more inspiration, but I'm also going to be sharing with y'all some financial principles that I teach in my coaching program. Okay. The program is called Financial Focus. That's why I said focus. Tonight, we're going to focus on our money. We're going to focus on a different aspect of our money every week of this month. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop in the rest of the week throughout the month, not just Mondays. I'll probably pop in on Wednesdays and maybe on Fridays or Saturdays. I don't know. It just depends on my schedule, what I got going on, and all that. But I'm gonna be popping in. So I want y'all to stay connected to me, right? Set your notifications so you know when I'm going live, and pop in and hear what I got going on, because I'm gonna have a lot of information that I'm going to be sharing. And since it is November, okay, and it is the time for people to be shopping and sharing and serving and getting ready for the holidays, I of course I want to share with you all a very deep discount on my coaching program. So stay tuned for that. But focus, focus, focus. What's the definition of focus? The definition of focus from the good old book of Google over here. Google says focus has the noun purpose. Focus means the center of interest or activity. So, a sentence, this generation has made the environment a focus of attention. Okay. I want y'all to focus in on attention. Attention is something that you are paying particular attention to. Okay. You're giving it a priority. You are paying attention to this thing. Number two, it says the state or quality of having or producing clear physical definition. Okay. His face is rather out of focus. Okay. So quality of having or producing something visual. When you think of focus, you want to be looking at something. You want to be paying attention to it. You want to have your eyeballs on it. Like I said earlier, you ain't looking to the left. You ain't looking to the right. You looking straight ahead. You are focused on something. You are visually clear on what you are doing. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Don't know who that was, but I appreciate that follow. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all tapping that screen. Make sure y'all tapping that screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Joseph J. I see you coming in down now. EOS, I see you. All right, Marisol, I see you. Thank you so much for the love and the taps. I appreciate it. Mookie Beats 50. Come on through. I see you joining. Hey, Michelle H. Thank you so much, Michelle H, for continuing to like the video. I appreciate that. Okay, so what's the verb? The verb definition of focus. The verb definition of focus is adapt to the prevailing level of light and become able to see clearly. Okay, seeing clearly. It's back to that vision. Okay, we're trying to visualize and see clearly where our money is going. Okay, that's all a part of my focus framework because we got to see where our money is going. We got to be able to recognize and acknowledge what's truly going on here, okay? Because it ain't just by osmosis, okay? Because if we in a financial struggle or financial challenge and we don't know where our money's going, that's because we're not paying attention to it and we're not focused on it, okay? So let's get focused, okay? And the second definition, which is a verb, particular, pay particular attention to. Okay, I just said that. The attention, it got to be a priority. The study will focus on a number of areas in Wales. Okay, that was just an example. So focus, focus, focus. The meaning of focus is what we're going to be concentrating on in my coaching program, and we're going to talk about it tonight. Okay, now again, as a biblical based business, I'm going to be coming to you with the word of God. I'm coming to you with the word of God, and I shared the scripture. Hold on, I'm going to share the scripture with y'all that I put over here on my other platforms. Let me see. I think it was Proverbs. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me see what it was. Y'all go ahead and tap that screen. We're in a short intermission. We're going to go through a short intermission. But as I go look up this scripture, do not leave, do not leave, do not leave. I will be right back. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the book of the Bible. We're gonna do was it Proverbs? Let's see. Proverbs 27 and 23. Proverbs 27 and 23. And we're gonna look at the in New King James Version or the NIV version. Okay. So let's go back, get the other crew. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. So I want y'all to look up. This is the biblical reference for tonight. The scripture we're going to be looking at is Proverbs 27 and 23. Okay, so let's look up that Proverbs 27 and 23, and I'm going to read it for you. Let's see, what version? What version do y'all prefer? I like to read different versions so I can get a different understanding of what God is saying in His Word. Okay, so let's just go with uh, NIV, NIV, NIV. The NIV version. Hold on. Says, be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Okay. Now, one thing I will do when I read the Bible, I try to make it what's the word I'm looking for? I try to relate it to present day things, present day money, because most of my scriptures are going to be money based, okay, or stewardship based or abundance based. And so I try to make it relate to present day. So when I see the word flocks, I'm thinking flocks as in back in the biblical days was their resource, was their money, was something that they used for trading. Like they would raise flock and they would sell it to get other goods that they needed. You know, they did like the barter system and things like that. So we don't have flocks these days, and most of us don't have flocks or sheep and things like that. So think of that as your money. your money. So just replace the word flocks with money. And it says, be sure you know the condition of your money. Okay. Give careful attention. There's that attention word again. Careful attention to your herds. Now, your herds is what? Cows. You can herd cows, horses, chickens, pigs. I don't know, but you know what your herds is. So instead of herds, you might can put in there assets. Okay, what assets do you have right now? Your cars, your house, your clothes, your shoes, your money, gold, your jewelry, whatever things that you hold near and dear that you spent your money on. So you want to be sure you know the condition of your money and give careful attention to your assets. That's what I got out of this verse. So it also says here in the good old Google, a literal meaning means the verse advises a shepherd to regularly check on the health and status of his sheep and cattle. So you want to give a regular check on your money and your assets. One of the things that I educate on in my financial coaching program is to have a plan. We have to organize our money. We have to have a certain time set aside that we can pay attention to our money. I call it having a date with your money. And if you have to put it in your calendar, okay, that could be the best thing for you to do. If you don't automatically look at your money, say when you get paid, because maybe your first thought is, and this is what I grew up with, I done worked hard all week, okay? I deserve a break and I'm about to run to the eat out place. I'm about to run to the restaurant. First, I'm going to go to the mall and get me a new outfit so I can go out to the club the next night. But before that, in between that, I am going to have me a nice dinner at the steakhouse. Hello there. I don't know what your name, music sign. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Hey, Alex. Thank you for joining in. So, all these things, instead of taking the time to focus and pay attention to the money and allocate it out in different areas and have a certain amount that you can spend on your luxury things, on your want things, on your play area things, then you wind up spending more than you really should in that area because you don't have it allocated, because you don't have it planned, because you don't have it budgeted. Okay. So here we go. Y'all, did y'all share the video? Did y'all share the video out with your friends? Let me go ahead and share it out. Y'all share it one more time because I think I forgot to share it too. Child, y'all help a sister out. Help a sister out and share the video out with your group of friends. Just give it one good power share real quick. I'm going to share it really quick and see if I can get just a few more people in over here on the talk. I appreciate y'all so much for the love and the likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, thank you, music, for the gift that you have given me. I appreciate that as well. That is beautiful. Uh-huh. So, hey, Maria Mazzanti. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, we're talking about paying attention to our money, paying attention to our assets and things. And then we're over here on Google reading Proverbs 27 and 23. Proverbs 27 and 23 in the NIV version says, be sure to know the condition of your flocks. And we translated that to mean money or assets, and give careful attention to your money or assets. Okay. So let's see what it says. Figuratively, it extends this advice to anyone who manages something of value. Okay. What is valuable to y'all? I know we work, and this is what I grew up with. I done worked hard all week. I done worked 40, maybe 50 hours this week, and I'm tired, and I'm about to take some of this money that I made, and I'm about to go blow it on some things. Okay. Okay. But is that what you value? Or are you valuing? uh how you can extend that money. Okay. Sometimes we just thinking about today. We're thinking about how we feeling right now. We feeling tired. We feeling frustrated. We done work for the man all this time, and we just want to take this money that we done made and have a good time with it right now. That right now gratification. But really, in reality, the best thing that we need to be doing is kind of figuring out how we can multiply this money, how we can let this money last us not only for today, but last us for 5 to 10 to 20 for 30 years from now. Okay. Thank you, Alex, for liking the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Alex, for all the love. Yes, yes, yes. Appreciate you. Let's connect. Make sure that we connected. Make sure y'all are hitting that heart me at the top, tapping that screen, sharing it out. I appreciate all this love I'm getting. Thank you so much, Alex. So, um, what is the thing that you hold valuable? Okay, it cannot just be what's going on right now. It cannot just be me having a good time this past weekend, right now. It can't just be I want to drive the nicest car. I want to, wear the most updated and most expensive clothes. Okay, it can't just be I want to live in the high rise condo apartments downtown in the city that's costing me almost 25 to $3,000 a month for rents. Okay, so we have to prioritize the things that is valuable to us. And then it says inattention can lead to negative consequences. Okay, this is where we fall into the trap. This is where we fall into the financial struggle. This is where we fall into mounds of debt. This is where we fall into when an emergency situation comes. We don't have savings accounts set aside. This is what happens because we are not paying attention. We are being inattentive, and it leads to a negative consequence. The negative consequence is when these things come up, we do not have money. We don't know why our money went. We ain't got no savings account. We ain't got no investment accounts. We ain't got no life insurance. Okay. We ain't got the things that we should have in place. And then we just said, how fast time is going. Okay. This whole 2025 is gone like a blink of an eye, right? So let me just tell you, and I was telling a young person yesterday, honey, the older you get, the faster time goes. So next thing, same for me in my 20s and my 30s. I was partying it up. I was living it up. Then I was being a mother and a wife and all that kind of stuff. But I was never thinking 30 years ahead. What how am I going to be living when I turn 50 and 60 and 70, right? How's my retirement going to be looking? Am I going to have money to retire on? Am I going to be able to live this same lifestyle when I retire, when I can't work anymore? Okay? We're not thinking far ahead like that. And that's what leads to the negative consequences, right? Because what's going to happen is this is a prime example of what's happening in the GOV right now. We thinking we're gonna have Social Security, right? In our 65, when we turn 65, we're gonna apply for our Social Security and we're gonna retire and we're gonna be living Gucci. How about we don't even know if that's gonna happen? How about we don't even know if that's gonna happen? We don't. There we go. We don't even know if SS gonna be here in the next 10, okay, much less 30 years from now. So therefore, we got to start thinking about it for ourselves. We got to start breaking the financial responsibility off of an organization and bring it back into the home, into the community, into what's going on right here in the house. Okay, so it's all about being prepared, staying focused, and paying attention. So let's see what else did it say down here on the good old Google. Let's see. So it's saying also to know your assets, understand the state of your assets, which can represent your job, your investments, or your personal finances. Okay, so you got to know these things. You have to pay attention. You got to focus. Alex laughing. Okay, I know that's right. Let me give you. It's funny, ain't it? We think it's real funny because we thinking SS gonna be there, and it's when it's not. When it's not, I don't, and even if it is there, it's not going to be very much. It ain't going to be what you're used to living on, right? So if you think you're going to be able to live on a little 15, 23, $2,500 a month, good luck. Okay. So I'm just saying, these are things we got to pay attention to. Now it says be attentive. Do not be negligent. Do not be negligent. Instead, be diligent in checking on and caring for what you are responsible for. Now listen, as a family, if you have a family, if you are married with children, okay, it's a detriment, it's a necessity that you have life insurance in place, okay? This is another area that I teach and educate on because I went through it. I have a personal story about it. If you want to hear about that, you can grab my book, which is Finding Favor with Your Finances. I got it in the book. Everything I went through financially when my father passed away without life insurance. This is so very important that we make sure that we are caring for what we are responsible for. Fathers, mothers, we are responsible for our children. Okay. If we have had children, if we've had, the rump in the sack and we had all that good time and it produced someone, hold on one second. We got a dummy going through the comments. Just why I don't know why people feel like they got to do crazy stuff like this. Okay, just offensive. Okay, but yeah, let's see. Just crazy. Okay. Okay, so don't pay attention to that. And we just keep on rolling. Okay. Silly. Yeah, they silly, all right. They ain't got nothing better to do. So anyway, so it also says, as reference to this verse, Proverbs 27:23, is talking about stewardship, stewardship, stewardship. The verse highlights the importance of good stewardship of the resources that we have been given. Okay. If we are Christians and we believe in God and we believe everything was created by God, then also our money was created by God, or God put the idea of money into man's or human's mind, as we've evolved over the centuries and decades, so that money is something that comes from God as well. So in the Bible, it says that we have to be good stewards over the money that God has given us, the resources, the assets, the cars, the home, our clothes, everything that is important to us that has value should also be steward as such. Okay, if you have any type of value for the money that you have worked so hard for, then you ought to want to steward it well, right? My belief is if you do steward money as the Bible has instructed us to do, then we're going to be even more blessed from stewarding what God has also already gave us, and He will give us more when He sees that we are being good stewards with what we already have, right? So it says here stewardship. And then the number fourth point, it says practical application. This principle applies to many areas of life, from ensuring a business's success to being mindful of your personal financial health, right? Inattention or ignorance can lead to negative outcomes, while diligent care leads to sustainability and growth. Okay, so being diligent means to pay attention to give it all the priority and the attention and the focus that it needs. And when you give it the diligent care, when you give it focus, when you are prioritizing, when you are planning, when you are budgeting, when you know where all your money is going, when you are sacrificing when you have to, when you are paying off your debt like you should, when you need to, when you are saving money, a portion of your money every pay period like you should. And then when emergency come up, you have something to fall back on. When you have the life insurance in place, then what? It leads to sustainable and growth, sustainability and growth. It leads to sustainability and growth. Because when you have all these things in place, you're going to be able to sustain. You're going to be able to stand whenever, whatever happens, whatever the GOV decide they want to do. It ain't got no consequence to you because your God already got you covered for one thing, and then you already got yourself covered because you are financially sound. You have good financial health. You've gotten things in order. Okay. So these are some good points that came up under Proverbs 27:23. Now, I always tell my followers, listen, read the word of God for yourself. Okay. Pray over that word and ask God to lead and guide you to your understanding of the word and how it pertains to your situation, right? Because everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different, but the word of God is the same. And it's going to help you, it's going to bless you, and it's going to help you get focused, right? So we're talking about focus tonight. So I wanted to share with y'all my coaching program. So I'm going to be coming in throughout the month of November. This is November. And I want to be sharing with y'all different aspects of my coaching program. This is something that the Lord has given me. Next year will be my second cohort. I did it at the beginning of this year. But the difference is I have improved it. I have some new improvements. I've added some things. I've added some courses and I've added some textbooks. Okay. This is what I'm so excited about because my first cohort, we really didn't have anything tangible to take with them. We had notes, we took, copious notes, and I had some worksheets that I downloaded and passed out, and they had that, and they had a plan of what they was going to do, but that was just like four worksheets or whatever that I passed out. So I was kind of working on things, and so I kind of went into prayer about how to improve it. I want it to be better. I want my students or my participants to walk away with something tangible, walk away with something that they can go back and be able to refer back to, just like a class. If y'all ever take a class, maybe just one class at the local college, they always give you a workbook. Or if you went to college, you got a book. Or even in high school, we had high school books, right? Because we had them lockers we had to take our books to. So anyway, I said it'd be nice to have a book. And since I had already written a book, I have Finding Favor with Your Finances. And then I also have the money planner that goes along with it, which is a place that you can write down all the money you got going in, all the money you got going out, all your bills, all your utilities, a place for your savings. So I got all that in place. And then I said, what if I had a book that could go along with my class, with my focus class? And so I struggled with that thing for a while because I could never get, writing. When you're writing a book, it's hard to get all the information out that you want to. And it was just a whole thing. But unbeknownst to me, because, we have our plan, but God got another plan. Okay. So God had a bigger plan for me. And when God, had introduced me to Pastor Monica. She's one of my business coaches, Pastor Monica Haskell. She produces books, and that's one of the things that she does in her business. And she offered to help me with my books. When I told her my idea, and she's like, "Oh yeah, let's do that. You definitely need to have a book and a workbook because when you're dealing with your money, with your finances, and the education around that." You want to be able to write it down. You're going to have some notes. You're going to have some questions. You're going to have some thoughts that come out your head. And one of the things that I work on in this program is your mindset. And a lot of times, things that's in our mind, we need to get it out of our mind and get it onto some paper. Okay. We really have to go back to the old school of writing things down. This is another thing that I tell people too. Back in the day, because I know I'm aging myself, I worked in banking. I was in the banking industry for 17 years, right? So I worked with banking with customers, and back in the 90s, okay, back in the 90s, we used to have ledgers. They had ledgers that we would give out with the new checking accounts. And that the ledger was where people would write down the deposits that they made, and then they would write down every time they wrote a check or every time they did a debit, they would write it, subtract it out, and so they would kind of know what their balance was over time. Well, as the debit cards came out and the apps on the phones came out, people stopped using the ledger. Okay, so now don't nobody write nothing down. So it's all on our phone, right? So we feel like we ain't got to write it down. But the truth of the matter is, when you write it down, you can visually see it. We just talked about the visual. We can see it clearly. We know what we're working with. We can pay attention to it. So I always encourage people still write it down. That's why I did the money planner, so you can write it down. Or if you don't want that, just write it down in a notebook. Get you a Dollar Tree notebook, and that's just your money journal, and you want to write down everything. But with my financial coaching program, honey, this thing is hot. Okay, so financial focus, we are going to deal with five different aspects, or even more, five different aspects of our finances. And so, y'all know the word focus have five letters: FOCU and S. Okay, so how about each letter works with a particular area of your finances? The first letter of F, we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight and probably next week, is face it. Face it, face it, face it. It's what I came up with. Me and the Lord was face it. And how about each letter of the word focus? We're going to work with a different aspect of your money, and you're going to have a book. A book. A book. Face Your Finances. This is the book for the first 2 weeks of the program. We will work through this book. We will read through this book. And as we work through it, guess what? You also get the workbook. Up, Face Your Finances, the workbook. Okay? Face Your Finances, the workbook. Can y'all see that? That thing is nice. Okay? So this is the workbook, and the workbook, of course, have pages for uh writing questions, pages to reflect on, places to write down your thoughts, your answers to questions. We'll go through this book the first 2 weeks of the program. And, we may not hit every single page, but you will have it in your hands, and you will study it, and you will go through it, and you will reflect on it, and you will learn from it. And when you have questions, you bring it to the class the next week. So with that program, guess what? You get two books. Focus of the Focus. F of Focus is Face Your Finances. And then Face Your Finances, the workbook. Okay. Now, guess what happens after we go through these books? After we go through these 2 weeks, the first week and the second week, then the next week, you will get another book, another set of books with the O. I don't have that with me, so I'm gonna show that to you next week. So you gotta come back next week to see the O. Each week you will have a book and a workbook. So at the end of the program, you will walk away with what? 2 times 5 is 10. 10 resources that you'll be able to take with you to reflect back on, to see your answers, to see your work, to see how you got from this particular area in your finances to a place of success in your finances. And that is the S. The S is C, success in your finances, to a place where you have set some goals, where you have got a plan in place to handle, to get rid of of whatever it was that we faced at the beginning. So at the beginning, we got to face it. We got to figure out what it is. Where did it come from? How did these money habits happen? Why do I do the things I do? Why do I spend the way I spend? Why I don't save the way I should save? What is the problem? How did I get here? What happened in the past to get me to where I am in the future so that we won't repeat. So it won't be a repeat, right? So it's very deep. It's a lot of information, but I'm excited to have, like I said, these resources to have something physical that we can actually go through together, go through on your own, you know, feel it in your hands, see it with your eyes, visualize it, something that you can pay attention to, something that you can highlight. I love a good book that I can highlight, that you can earmark, that you can take notes in because it's yours, okay? And it also has some biblical references in here as well. Because, like I tell you, my business really came from God. It was a God ministry, God purpose that He gave it to me. And I really truly feel like this is going to bless you. It's not only going to bless you and your family, it's going to bless what? Your future, your legacy, your children, and your children's children. Okay. This is part of biblical. This is Bible that God tells us that we have to leave an inheritance for our children's children. Okay. These books is something you can pass down to your children. You can share this with your family, okay? After you read it, make your marks in it, give it to your teenage children. Give it to your teenage senior, your college kids, so that they won't have to go through what we went through, right? I went through these financial challenges because I wasn't educated, right? And that's the thing too. What we have to remember, is no shame in saying that you don't understand, that you don't know, because it's not our fault. We were not taught financial education in school. We weren't taught how to invest. We weren't taught how to save money. We weren't taught how to open up a brokerage account and invest in stocks. We weren't taught the importance of life insurance, what life insurance is all about, the different types of life insurance, different ways that life insurance can bless our families and bless our futures. We weren't taught none of that. We weren't even taught about annuities and long-term care and the Roth IRAs and health savings account, all these type of things that we don't know by no fault of our own, by no fault of our own. So that's what I teach you. Hey, Coach Chantel, thank you so much for joining. So that's what I'm teaching in my coaching program. And thank you for that heart meet. Love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that's what I am teaching in my coaching program. And for the whole month of November, I'm gonna be sharing more information about it. I'm gonna be reading some of the information that's in here. Like for instance, this is book one of the Focus Financial series. Okay, like I said, it's 5 books and 5 workbooks. But like just say for instance, chapter one is called the money roots. Okay, we got to know what the root is, the root problem. It's just like any psychology. If you see a therapist or something. A therapist is going to help you get to the root of the problem. Thank you for those roses, Coach Chantel. I appreciate you, dear. Those are absolutely beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, we got to get to the root of the problem, okay? And that's where we start and face it. We got to face what's going on. We got to face how we came up. We got to face what we was taught. We got to face if we are saying negative things around our money. That's another thing that I'm sharing this month. It's some money affirmations. Things, positive statements that we should be saying to ourselves and to our families and to the atmosphere, right? Around our money. If you are always going around talking about I'm broke, and we say it all the time, I have to catch myself too, then that's what you're going to be. So you have to replace those negative things that you say with some positive statements. And I got some positive statements that I'm going to be posting on social media. And I'll post them on TT tomorrow. But I did post one over on the book. Uh positive affirmation that I was sharing with my community over there, and I'll read it to you really quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. So how y'all doing? What's up, Coach Chantel? What you up to tonight, dear? You up late? I know I got on here a little late. I was trying to get on here at 10, hun. Didn't get on here at about 10:30. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so let me see. I am faithful. I am a faithful steward, and we was just talking about stewardship a little bit ago. I am a faithful steward, and God can trust me with increase. Okay, so that's an affirmation that you can say to yourself. Maybe every morning, lunchtime, anytime you're thinking about your money, or you're thinking about how you may need more money in your income, and you can kind of pray. That's almost like a prayer, and just say, I'm a faithful steward. I'm a faithful steward. I'm a faithful steward. And God can trust me with increase. God can trust me with more. God can trust me with the overflow. Okay. So that's just one affirmation that I created, and I actually have an ebook that I'm going to be sharing here shortly. Once I get it all tidied up, I'm going to share that as another free resource that you can have as a download, and you can have a few affirmations that you can say. It's always good to have that in your back pocket, maybe download it on your phone. And when you're feeling like you want to say something negative around your money, pull out that download and say something positive. Thank you so much for the hearts, Coach Chantel. Those are very cute, very cute, very cute. So that's all I wanted to share with you all tonight. Is I just want y'all to get focused. Don't wait till 2026, honey. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's go ahead and get a jump start. Okay. I love getting a jump start on what everybody else is doing, right? Because everybody else is going to wait to 2020, January 2026, and they're going to start trying to figure out what they want to do for the new year, how they're going to make these changes, these New Year's resolutions and goals and things. But how many of y'all know uh, uh, to be different, you have to start early? You got to start early. And, it doesn't, if you're trying to do better, you're trying to up level, you're trying to, get a head start. Get a head start. Then start now. Go ahead and start now. Go ahead and start now. Go ahead and start focusing your mind on what area of your finances that you want to make a change in, right? Because as we see with the GOV, honey, they ain't loyal. We don't know what they're going to do. It's just like, I just thank God that I'm in a position I ain't got to depend on them. And I already know, like I was just saying, in the next 20 years, when it's time, you know, I want to retire before then, but at retirement time, I'm not going to be dependent on the SSN, because it's probably just not, it's not going to be what we think it's going to be. Okay, so with that being said, I am going to shut it off over here on the book, and definitely let me know if y'all catch this on the replay, so I can come back and say thank you. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. What y'all think about being focused? Is that an area that you need some help in? Is that is it hard for you to stay focused on one thing at a time? Or if your money is an area of focus that you want to be able to really pay some attention to, hit me up in the DM on my private message, and I would love to have a chat with you to see if that's something I can help you with, to see if my coaching program would be a good fit for you. You never know. We just have a conversation. It's free. Okay. I call it a financial empowerment call, because I really want to empower women just to know that they can be financially secure, around their money. And sometimes it's just hard to do unless you have an accountability partner. You need to have someone that you can talk to, somebody that you can trust to give you the information, the correct information that you need. And that's where I feel like I can come in for sure. So, with that being said, y'all have a great rest of your Monday evening. I pray you have a good night's sleep. And like I said, I'll be popping in from here and there. Can't give you no exact time of day because I just don't know. So let's just stay connected. Stay connected. Keep your notifications on. If you see me, come on, pop on in and see what I'm talking about, because I'm going to be giving some more insight of my book, Face Your Finances. And then I'm going to share the rest of the series. It's a 10-book series. And the next one is the O in focus, which is organize your finances. So I'm excited. I'm excited about what God is doing. I'm excited for you all who are ready to, take that step into better financial management and better money management. And I am here for it, honey. I am here for it. So thank y'all so much once again for joining. And until next time, you all have a wonderful rest night.